Welcome to another edition of Outside the Huddle. I'm Robert Giovanetti alongside Texas Tech head coach Cliff Kingsbury. Coach, we're in the room, I don't know what it's called, but there's lots of equipment, lots of tubs in here, and obviously a great selling point for you for the recruits when they come to town.
It is. It's kind of an aquatic rehab center. You have a hot tub, cold tub, and then a treadmill underwater they can raise and lower that really helps, especially some of our bigger guys.
Hey, we were talking about throughout the year about how things have changed since you were a player. Clearly none of this stuff, I mean, you probably had a hot tub, maybe gotten a tub of ice or something when you were playing, right?
Yeah, that was it. They'd put the big tubs of ice out there outside. You'd hop in before you went in, but we didn't have all this nice stuff.
You ever been on the treadmill in the water? You ever done that?
A long time ago when I first got it, yeah, I used to do it. It's a unique experience, there's no doubt.
Red Raiders dropped to 5-4 last weekend against Oklahoma State. Really a lot of good from the game, but clearly not happy with the outcome. You know, listening to you and some of your media and some others, that you don't sound like you're completely happy with what you guys did offensively. You scored 53 points, but clearly you think there are some areas that we can improve.
Yeah, we just have to keep going. There can't be any sort of contentment. You score a bunch in the first half, where you got to go score a bunch in the second half. That's the way this league is set up. We have to embrace that and get better at it, because there comes times in these games where we go into a lull and we have a hard time recovering from it.
You know, you mentioned this, though. It wasn't like your guys just kind of checked out and said, hey, we've got this thing. You liked their energy throughout.
I did. They were locked in, and that's what I said earlier. You have to give Oklahoma State a lot of credit. They're an undefeated team who's had a lot of success lately. They knew how to handle that adversity, and they responded well.
Gave up 70 points to Oklahoma State. Some of that, you know, maybe the perception may be wrong. You had a punt return, you had the interception return, but still gave up a lot of points. But you have to look at it this way, too. You had a chance early in the third quarter where the defense did make some stops and just weren't able to capitalize offensively.
No doubt. Had a chance, I think, 3 times in a row to go up 17 points in the third, and offensively didn't do it, and you have to give Oklahoma State credit. But as a team, we have to play better together and rise up together.
When you look back and you look at the film, does it notch you, the little things, the fumble right there in the fourth quarter, if you guys recovered, next play they had the big play?
Yeah, and the fourth and a foot where we fumbled the snap, I mean, those are little things. You just can't do it. When you're playing those elite level teams, we're not good enough to overcome that yet. And so we'll continue to work on that. I was proud of the effort, but there's a lot of stuff we can get better at.
Looking ahead to West Virginia, Dana Holgerson, a guy you know very well. What's your relationship like with Dana? Do you talk to him much throughout the year?
Not as much as when we weren't coaching against each other, but have a ton of respect for him. He really helped get me into coaching, so it's always good to catch up with him.
They're a team like you guys that have played a lot of the tougher teams in the league, or the teams with the better records. When you look at West Virginia on film, what do you see?
I see a tough team. Physically, mentally, they really come after you. And I think that's a credit to their coaches, the way they play, their style of football. And they're a very good football team. Like you mentioned, they've played 4 good teams, and that's their 4 losses. But it's a very good football team. We'll have to play our best game.
When you look at a team like that, their back's against the wall a little bit, make them a little more dangerous?
No question. Going there on the road, it's they're going to be excited to be back home, and they know they need wins like we need wins. So we'll get their best shot.
Still, one more win to be bowl eligible, which would be huge, I think, for this program. A lot of young guys. Again, we're your seniors on this when we look at, are they taking a leadership role for you heading into this weekend?
They are. They know there's still a lot of football left to play. They know that we're a good football team. We just happen to lose to 4 really good teams, and we need to show how good we are these last 3 weeks.
How frustrating has this season been for you? It seems like at times that maybe it's kind of catching up with you a little bit. You bounce back on Monday, but sometimes after the games, it seems like it's really wearing on you a little bit.
Yeah, it's you want these seniors to have a great experience, and they're putting in a lot of work, and you want them to have those great moments. And we've been close a few times, but it's all a process, and we'll continue to work at it.
All right, Coach, good luck this weekend.
Thank you.
That's been Outside the Huddle with Cliff Kingsbury. Thanks to Southwest Bank.